Listen, man, I just had a thought about marriage and the children. Because I was just thinking about, because of reading scripture, are the children cursed in our generation because of the decisions that the parents made about marriage? Because we do know that there are generational curses, even in the Bible, that was passed down to the children because of what the fathers did and what the parents did. And I was just thinking about that because the scriptures talk about marriage, man, as a very sacred situation. You see what I'm saying? And I was thinking, because you got people out here, they get married, then they get a divorce, and then they go marry again while the husband or the wife is still living. See, the Bible talks about certain situations that the scriptures will condone divorce, and that's in the case of if the person was cheating on that person, and that person found out that the person was cheating on them, and they were able to give and write in divorcement. But you got people who are going out, getting breaking up and getting married, and uh, to remarried, and it had nothing to do with infidelity. It had to do with because they wasn't getting along, and it had to do with money, or it had to do with somebody else just tired of the relationship because they weren't happy anymore. So the Bible says it's a sin to go out there and marry somebody long as your husband or your wife is still alive. But I know a lot of people that go out there and they do that. They go from one relationship, and the grounds for their divorcement wasn't because of infidelity. So say you go out there and you leave that marriage and you go get remarried and you have kids. So in my eyes, I wonder if that other marriage really stands in the eyes of the Most High God, because I believe that the Most High God still sees you married over here, because you didn't leave that person on the grounds of infidelity. You left for some other reason because they weren't making you happy anymore. Y'all weren't getting along. So you went off here, you got married, and you had kids over here with this person over here. Now the kids are all cursed. You see what I'm saying? They out here getting killed. They joining gangs, they in drugs, they immoral, they disrespectful, they don't respect their parents. And I believe that that's because of of the very sin that people have caused during marriages. Like a lot of people out here, I don't believe that those marriages even stand because they didn't get a divorce for the right reasons. So they are here married over here, and that's why those marriages don't last. That's why you will hear people, they'll get married over here, then they'll leave that marriage, they're gonna get married again. They get married like 4 times, and I don't believe that any one of those marriages abide in the eyes of the Most High God. And I believe that those marriages are cursed, and I believe that they might be cursed too, because they didn't respect the marriage like the Most High said. Just a thought.